Good evening, everyone. It is a great pleasure to begin this event to launch Cotton Brazil, an initiative by the Brazilian Association of Cotton Growers, ABRAPA, to strengthen Brazilian cotton abroad with the support of the National Association of Cotton Exporters, ENEA, and Apex Brazil. You are our special guest to be part of this moment, which is proof of one of ABRAPA's commitments, which is to differentiate Brazilian cotton both in the Brazilian market and the international market. And to get to know a little bit more of these commitments and how it was possible to make it this far, we'll show you a video showing that trajectory.
Será que o tempo passa voando ou nós é que passamos rápido demais pelo tempo? Há 20 anos, começava uma transformação que ficaria para a história. E hoje enxergamos um passado que muito tem a dizer sobre o futuro do algodão brasileiro. Colhemos os frutos desse trabalho coletivo que prioriza sustentabilidade, qualidade, rastreabilidade e uma comunicação criativa, envolvendo a cadeia produtiva de ponta a ponta. E nossos números não mentem. A melhoria foi constante graças ao trabalho sério de milhares de profissionais que acreditam no potencial da fibra brasileira. O ABR foi criado em 2012 para estabelecer parâmetros que priorizam as boas práticas ambientais, o respeito às relações justas de trabalho e o crescimento econômico das comunidades e do país. Tudo isso só foi possível depois de anos de evolução e, atualmente, o Brasil é o maior fornecedor de algodão sustentável do mundo com número recorde. 36% da produção mundial licenciada pela BCI. E não paramos por aí. Lançamos o programa ABR-UBA e somos o primeiro país do mundo a certificar as usinas de beneficiamento de algodão. Nosso salto de qualidade levou o algodão brasileiro a um novo patamar. Com o programa SBR-HVI, criado em 2016, estruturamos e orientamos os laboratórios de análise de algodão e centralizamos o controle de resultados. Ganhamos o reconhecimento do mercado e demos um passo à frente rumo à transparência e confiança. Atualmente, 100% do algodão brasileiro possui análise HVI. Além disso, o CBRA garante a padronização dos processos de classificação dos laboratórios participantes do programa. Origem sempre foi uma palavra de honra por aqui. Valorizamos e priorizamos nossas raízes. E é por isso que o SAI foi criado em 2004. A partir do código de barras, os compradores acessam os dados como fazenda de origem, HVI, laboratórios, unidades beneficiadoras e certificações. Mesmo com tantos frutos de um intenso trabalho, nada seria válido se não soubéssemos comunicar todas essas conquistas para o nosso público. Tivemos um desafio imenso: dialogar ao mesmo tempo com produtores rurais, empresários da indústria têxtil, estilistas, varejistas e, claro, o público consumidor. Mas como por aqui desafio dado é desafio aceito, conseguimos criar conexões surpreendentes através de estratégias focadas na promoção do algodão no Brasil. Em 2016, nasce o Sou de Algodão, movimento criado para aproximar o setor desses públicos através de uma comunicação recheada de criatividade. Nossa estreia foi nada menos do que na São Paulo Fashion Week. E daí em diante, conseguimos ganhar destaque na mídia, nos pontos de venda e principalmente na preferência do público. E como recompensa de tantos esforços conjuntos, um balanço positivo. Nos últimos 3 anos, nossa produção evoluiu de 1,3 milhões de toneladas para quase 3 milhões. É muita coisa boa para contar. Agora, o algodão brasileiro parte para um novo ciclo. Ao final de 2020, nasce Cotton Brasil, uma iniciativa inédita que vai promover o algodão brasileiro diante do mercado global. Cotton Brasil é uma ferramenta de promoção e transparência, pronta para levar ao mundo o que de melhor temos a oferecer: qualidade, sustentabilidade e rastreabilidade. E agora, você faz parte desse novo ciclo. Que venham mais 20 anos. E aí, vamos crescer juntos?
So, shall we grow together? I ask you the same question. And to help me answer that question, I have lots of important people here with me this evening, people who know all about the industry. And let's begin here in the studio. Welcome, the president of Abrapa, Mr. Milton Garbujo. Welcome, thank you for joining us. And I've already learned a lot from our prep chats. No one better than you than to tell us how we got here, what the main challenges have been, especially in the last 2 years. Good evening. Well, Porta Nova, there have been quite a few achievements. In the last 3 crops, we have doubled our cotton production in the same acreage. We're the 4th fiber producer in the world and the 2nd largest exporter. These are very important achievements. 20 years ago, we were one of the main cotton importers in the world, and we like to talk about that turnaround. But the other achievement that makes us proud is sustainability. In the 2018-19 season, the BCI disclosed that Brazil supplied 36% of all the cotton certified by them. In addition to planting 92% of our cotton drylands, we do that with a single protocol. We do that with our own protocol together with BCI. In the 1920 crop, 75% of our cotton was certified, and a cotton that has much more than fiber. It has a commitment with people, with the environment, and with the growers. You mentioned the fact that you are the largest BCI certified supplier in the world. Better Cotton Initiative is a not-for-profit global initiative considered the largest sustainability program in the world. So we have a message from BCI CEO, Mr. Alan McLeod. Let's watch it.
It is an honor and a pleasure for me to contribute to the Brazil Cotton Days today on the invitation of President Milton Garbujo. Abrapa is and has been from the very earliest days one of our most dynamic partners and one that has already become the largest producer in the world of better cotton. Abrapa became a BCI partner in the very early days in 2010, leading the implementation of the Better Cotton Standard in Brazil. A few years later, Abrapa and BCI aligned the ABER standard with the Better Cotton Standard. And from that point onwards, farmers growing ABR cotton could opt to sell their output as better cotton, significantly boosting the volumes available on the global market. In the 2018-19 cotton season, Brazil produced more than 2 million tons of better cotton, a 34% increase, accounting for 36% of all better cotton production globally. In Brazil, practically all cotton production is better cotton licensed, with 75% of national market share. These numbers have not come easily. Brazil has high productivity, mostly without irrigation, and production is in organized farms with impressive operational efficiency. On the other hand, we know that Brazilian farmers face unusual challenges that are specific to the local climatic and geographical conditions. Most specifically, we want to address together the question of pests and how best to deal with them through the judicious selection of inputs and policies which include the reasoned phasing out of the most highly hazardous pesticides. Not an easy challenge, but one that we can achieve together with the combined intelligence in IPM, in biological alternatives, the know-how and commitment of us all towards a safer planet. Our collaboration with Abrapa remains an important and effective way of expanding BCI's reach, supporting Brazilian cotton farmers, and ensuring that more sustainably produced cotton is available on the global market.
That's wonderful. And to come all this way, we need the support and very strong bonds. And the Ministry of Agriculture has been Abrapa's partners on all these achievements. Of course, they couldn't be left out. So let's listen to Minister Teresa Cristina. It is a great pleasure to be able to talk about the launch of the Cotton Brazil program, to show what the Brazilian cotton production chain can do to the whole world and to our own country, and to say that you're highly qualified, you use state-of-the-art technology. Cotton has been growing increasingly more in our country through sustainable production and creating jobs both in Brazil and abroad, showing the excellence of this production chain. So I'm extremely happy to be able to talk a little bit about this production chain to the whole world, to our partners. Brazil has been increasing its market share in the cotton industry, and I wish you even more success, showing the quality of our cotton both in Brazil and to our international partners. Thank you, Minister Teresa Cristina, for the kind words. I'd like to talk to the president of Abrapa again to find out more about all these achievements, these milestones, because gaining visibility in the global market is quite a feat, and it's important to the whole industry, right? Yes. In 2019, Abrapa signed an agreement with the Brazilian Trade and Investment Promotion Agency, Apex Brazil, to create the sector's project for the promotion of Brazilian cotton exports. Through that, we have created our own brand, communication strategies, and we have opened an office in Singapore to strengthen our presence in 9 Asian countries. And to coordinate these initiatives, we have an international relations director, Marcelo Duarte Monteiro. I'll turn it over to him so that he can share our strategies and what we've been doing over there with you. So, let's hear from Director Marcelo Duarte, who's joining us live from Singapore and will be sharing some great news with us. Hi, good evening, Marcelo, and good day to you in Singapore. Hello, everyone. Hello from Singapore. It's a pleasure to connect with you this evening. I'm here to talk about this strategy, which aims to strengthen Brazil's position in the global cotton market. We want to increase our exports and value our product abroad. After all, if you're a grower, don't you sometimes wonder why the cotton per pound weight is worth less at the Port of Santos than it is in the New York Stock Exchange? What are the characteristics that are mostly valued in each market, which can lead to a premium for growers? What can we improve so that we can gain more market share in different countries? These are the issues we're going to address, and we have to go more in depth about this project because they are very important to the Brazilian production chain. There are many challenges and opportunities, but first of all, I'd like to talk about the drivers behind Cotton Brazil. The first reason for having created Cotton Brazil is that 80% of our cotton is already exported to the international market. We meet the needs of our own domestic market, one of the biggest in the world, and we export to 50 countries or more. The second reason is that we have done our homework. As President Garbujo said, we have traceability, we have certification, we have quality, and now we have enough products and enough production to export 12 months a year And our port logistics has also done its homework. After all, last month alone, we exported 333,000 tons, a record for Brazilian exports. And the third driver behind Cotton Brazil is that markets are very competitive. And we have realized that our clients don't always recognize our differentials, which leads to lower basis or lower relative prices for Brazilian cotton. So it's high time that we created a well-structured program to position Brazilian cotton abroad. So, through a joint effort between Abrapa, ANEA, Apex Brazil, with the support of the Ministry of Agriculture and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, today we are officially launching Cotton Brazil. The first stage of Cotton Brazil was to plan a brand that would join and unify our narratives so that we could add more value to the Brazilian product. We talked to the whole chain to understand the market perception of Brazilian cotton and to check the distance between perception and reality. We developed the Cotton Brazil brand with a visual identity that is similar to the Sou de Algodão movement, an initiative created for the Brazilian market, which goes to show the synergy of communication at Abrapa. This brand is based on 3 key pillars of the Brazilian cotton. Yes, we do have quality. Yes, we do have traceability. And yes, we do have sustainability. We will work to consistently strengthen those 3 pillars, but also to promote our cotton and to present concrete facts that often are not known by the international market. In terms of promotion and relationship, these are the main initiatives that we are already implementing. An international website in 9 different languages, which is being launched today, cottonbrazil.com, Brazil with a Z. That website will include different languages as we hold the Cotton Day events abroad. We also are present in social media. We have our own social media in different languages in China using WeChat. We also have segmented strategic communication focusing on the main textile stakeholders, providing high-quality information and creating a bond between the Brazilian chain and these important stakeholders. We'll hold technical events, marketing events like Cotton Brazil Day, which will be held in different markets at least once a year, a unique opportunity to be integrated and in line with all of our markets, to talk and to listen. We'll have a business intelligence platform that will give us important insights about the different markets so that we can implement more precise initiatives. We will continue to conduct something that Abrapa has been doing historically, missions with buyers and sellers, international trade missions, and market research, which we are already conducting to understand the perception of our clients, to adjust our offerings according to the needs of each market. And we will also develop strategic partnerships for each market. And I'd like to highlight a partnership we established in China with China Cotton Exchange and Beijing Outlook. And through many of our joint actions, we will be holding an event on the 18th in Qingdao, China. It will be the first Cotton Brazil international event, which is a result of this very important partnership with our main international clients. All of these strategies will be implemented in the 9 largest global cotton market: China, Bangladesh, Vietnam, Turkey, Pakistan, Indonesia, India, Thailand, and South Korea. It's important to note that in all of them, besides Singapore, in addition to Singapore, we are receiving significant support from the Brazilian embassies and the agricultural attachés, which shows how important it is to have synergy and to work together on these projects. Our physical presence in Asia is one of the things that sets Cotton Brazil apart. I am in Singapore today, the place that was chosen for Abrapa's headquarters in the region, because, as you can see on the map, it is strategically located between the three largest importing regions in the world: the East, the Southeast, and the South of Asia. Each of them imports practically one whole crop from Brazil a year. Going back to the brand, our slogan, "Growing for a Better Future," shows humbly that we have embarked on a journey and that we can and want to learn and to evolve consistently. And it also shows how our cotton is grown and who grows our cotton, placing value on the environment, on people, which are key aspects so that consumers look for. They want brands that have similar values to theirs. And speaking of people, of course, I need to thank the huge effort made to put this project together by the leadership at Abrapa, represented here by its president, Milton Garbujo, Abrapa staff, our consultants, and all of our partners on this project. Thank you all. And today, I've been in Asia for 4 months, today. And based on what I've seen and experienced over that time, I am sure that with this new cycle that is beginning now for the Brazilian cotton and for the whole world, we will have many lessons learned. And it will reward the industry for the vision that this industry has had to be at the center of the largest and most thriving market in the world. Thank you very much. Fantastic. Our guest, straight from Singapore, where it's daytime right now. Thank you so much. We can see the brand Cotton Brazil on the corner, which will gain traction all over the world, Asia and everywhere else. Marcelo mentioned the work done by Apex, our partnership with Apex to drive this project. It's very important to the Cotton Brazil project. So I'd like to invite Augusto Pestana, Apex Brazil's business director, who is also joining us live. Good evening. Thank you for joining us live online. So what are the expectations for this launch and this headquarters in Asia so that Brazil can gain even more market share with our cotton in Asia? Hello, everyone. Good morning, Marcelo. It's morning in Singapore. I'd like to greet all my friends at Abrapa, all the speakers, everyone who will be joining us, has joined us at this event. It's an honor to represent Apex Brazil here. It is a pleasure to establish this unprecedented partnership with Abrapa, which has led to the Cotton Brazil project. And our shared objective is to make Brazil the largest cotton exporter in the world by 2030, recognized by sustainability, traceability, and its technological qualities. We have joint efforts. We are working together with government agencies, with the private sector, to create synergy among all the different institutions to drive Brazilian cotton abroad. From the beginning of this project, all the exporting companies have reached approximately $1 billion, about 18% more than the same period last year. This is a very dynamic sector. It is contributing to the consolidation of Brazil as the second largest exporter in the world in the 1920 crop, the largest sustainable cotton exporter in the world, and the first in terms of productivity in non-irrigated areas. One of the main achievements of the Cotton Brazil project was opening its office in Singapore in the second half of 2019, which is being extremely well led by Marcelo, strategically placed to meet the needs of the Asian market, who buy Brazilian cotton. About 98% of that cotton is exported to Asia, and Abrapa is the first private entity in agribusiness through a partnership with Apex to have a direct presence in the region. The office in Singapore allows communication to be more direct, better structured, with all the stakeholders, as Marcelo said, and it optimizes coordination with Itamaraty, which is key with all of its diplomatic stations abroad, and all these priority Asian countries, which are the priority of this project. And, of course, having a close relationship with Apex Brazil office in Beijing and with an office in Shanghai. So Marcelo has summarized it really well. We are creating a well-structured communication channel with the right objectives to position the Brazilian product and to play a leading role that it already has in international markets. Apex Brazil is confident that the Cotton Brazil project will continue to be successful, bearing excellent results with well-structured promotion strategies, generating new business and new opportunities. And as a career diplomat, I now work for Apex. It's no different. I have always been committed to promoting Brazil 24/7. I'm very enthusiastic about it. I'm dedicated to that, and I'm very proud to say that I am wearing a shirt that is 100% Cotton Brazil. Thank you so much. 100% Cotton Brazil. It's perfect for the objectives of this project, and after 20 years of innovation led by Abrapa, the Brazilian cotton is now beginning a new stage. We have very special guests joining us live, but before that, let's watch a video of ICAC's Executive Director, an association of members of cotton-producing, consuming, and trading countries that reiterates the quality of Brazilian cotton.
As Brazil moves forward on its mission to become more and more sustainable, the potential for Brazilian cotton is huge. Backed by outstanding research and huge passion for cotton, the future looks bright for Brazilian cotton if it can build on its successes. And here I need to mention Abrapa, the Association of Brazilian Cotton Producers. Not only are they the voice of all Brazilian cotton farmers, large or small, but they also represent 99% of the entire planted area, 99% of production, and 100% of cotton exports in Brazil. They are the driving force behind this initiative and are a good example of how to make cotton profitable through connecting the public and private sectors and promoting better and increased production methods. Why is Abrapa so important to the cotton sector in Brazil? Because it concentrates on four main pillars or areas: quality, traceability, sustainability, and marketing. These four pillars are critical to be a major player in the global market. And in order to market your cotton successfully, you need to heavily invest in quality, traceability, and sustainability. And that is exactly what Abrapa and Brazil are doing. I wish you luck in this fantastic initiative, and all of us at the ICAC look forward to continuing and growing our very close partnership over many years. And on a personal note, I look forward to watching Cotton Brazil grow and to visiting as many of you as possible as soon as we can once more safely travel. Until then, good luck for a successful launch of Cotton Brazil, and let's hope that with Cotton Brazil, 2021 will mark a transformation in people's understanding of the huge importance and value of cotton, the world's most loved and most used natural fiber. Thank you.
Thank you for this wonderful message on this great launch. And none of this would have been possible if the quality of Brazilian cotton weren't widely recognized. But if there are still any doubts, we have a very important testimonial. We have a video by the president of ITMF, the International Textile Manufacturers Federation, endorsing our cotton. Let's watch it.
Dear friends, on behalf of the International Textile Manufacturers Federation, ITMF, and the China National Textile and Apparel Council, CNTAC, I would like to extend my sincere congratulations to the Brazilian Cotton Growers Association, ABRAPA, for launching Cotton Brazil Day, and wish the event a full success. In challenging times, it is a very good idea to celebrate progress and to look confidentially into the future. I'm glad to see that the Brazilian cotton farmers continuously improve the way their cotton is grown, harvested, and ginned in the past 10 years. Today, Brazil has become one of the largest producers of sustainable cotton in the world, and I'm sure that with the determination on quality, Brazilian cotton will be a reliable partner in the future. Green economy represents the future of human progress. It is gratifying to note that major cotton producers in the world, such as China, Brazil, US, India, Turkey, and Pakistan, are followers of green development and fully committed to the implementation of the Paris Agreement on climate change. Like the cotton industry, it is also of great importance for the textile industry to meet the ever-increasing expectations of consumers with regard to the availability, quality, and sustainability. Looking forward to the future, let's join hands to contribute more to our beloved industry and embrace a peaceful and beautiful world. I would like to thank the Brazilian farmers and their association ABRAPA for their continuous efforts to supply the world with wonderful fibers, and I wish them the very best for the future. Obrigado.
Thank you. We're almost coming to the end of the launch of Cotton Brazil, but we still have a lot of information to share with you. We talked about the important role Apex plays, but there's also something else that's very important internationally, and that's a role played by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So let's hear what the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Ernesto Araújo, has said to us.
É um orgulho para mim participar deste lançamento do projeto Cotton Brasil. Um projeto que é fruto de uma articulação muito estreita entre o setor privado e o Itamaraty e a Apex Brasil. O algodão é um caso de sucesso do Brasil. Passamos em poucas décadas de importador líquido para grande exportador desse produto, mas mais impressionante é a evolução recente. Em 2017 e 2018, 900 milhões de dólares exportados, e agora, entre 2019 e 2020, quase 2 bilhões de dólares exportados. Portanto, em 2 anos, um crescimento mais do dobro, justamente num período de dificuldades de mercado por causa da pandemia, que é muito impressionante e revelador do sucesso e da capacidade desse setor. Essa capacidade provém da qualidade, evidentemente, do algodão brasileiro, do empenho dos produtores, da produtividade, mas também da confiabilidade do produtor brasileiro como fornecedor, algo que é fundamental nesses mercados. Nós estamos com toda a nossa rede de embaixadas e consulados prontas, engajadas para participar do programa Cotton Brasil. Muito particularmente em mercados-chave para o setor do algodão, onde queremos expandir a nossa presença, a presença do nosso algodão, tais como Índia, Turquia, Paquistão, Tailândia, Indonésia, Coreia, China, Vietnã. São mercados fundamentais para a expansão, para que o algodão brasileiro seja visto, conhecido e mais exportado, evidentemente. Esse sucesso do algodão e esse programa revelam a prioridade que na nossa gestão, tanto no Itamaraty quanto na Apex, nós damos ao agronegócio e a nossa convicção de que a promoção comercial tem que estar cada vez mais perto dos produtores. Para dar um exemplo do algodão brasileiro, temos aqui essa magnífica tapeçaria de Conceição Colasso, que é um símbolo do Itamaraty, feita em grande parte de algodão, e que simboliza também essa projeção do Brasil no mundo através do algodão. Então, obrigado, muito sucesso a todos.
Thank you, Minister, for your kind words. And we're talking about a launch. We've talked about what's happened so far, what's been achieved so far, but I also want to know what's going to happen in the future. We have the current Vice President of Abrapa here with us, Mr. Giulio Busato, and the next President of Abrapa. I've learned a lot, we've talked a lot, but in terms of strategy, what's coming? How are we going to win over Asia and the world? Hello, Porta Nova. Good evening, everyone who's watching us. Today, we are beginning a new phase for Brazilian cotton. Cotton's history isn't that long. It's only 20 years old. We've become large cotton exporters in the last 3 or 4 years. So we're new in this market, so to speak. And this news has got the attention of the world, right? So people come here, they see it, they learn. What do we need to learn and do to grow even more? Well, to grow even more, we need a couple of things. First, cotton prices need to get better as soon as possible, and market. And in order to gain market share, first we need to become better known. Because, as Marcelo said, Abrapa has been implementing many initiatives, the buyer's mission, the seller's mission. And when we bring over representatives of the industrial sector from Asia, so they are our clients, they are the people who buy our cotton. When they come to our farms and they see how we grow cotton, how we produce it, who we are, what we think, and what we do, they are very, very impressed when they leave. They cannot imagine what Brazilian cotton is like. That's why we need to either bring them over here or go over there ourselves. We also used to have a seller's mission. I went to Turkey, to China, to Vietnam. I took part in 2 of those missions, and we visited plants, and we realized that they don't know us at all. And in order to win over the market, we need to be better known. Hence the brand, and hence all the important work being done by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and APEX. And that work is going to become even more intense, right? Yes. Well, we used to have to go and sell our cotton there by ourselves, and now we can go to Asia to sell our cotton with our government, with APEX, with ANEA. Unfortunately, Henrique, who was going to join us, wasn't able to. He had some connection problems. Right, Henrique, but we know that you are part of this. So going over with our government is a whole different story. And what we felt during these meetings, I've been taking part with meetings with 9 ambassadors, with Marcelo, with other growers, and the acceptance that we've had. And all of our ambassadors and their teams have really awakened to Brazilian cotton. It's been amazing. And then we had meetings with industry associations, and now we are establishing a model and how we're going to present our cotton days. Yes, Henrique hasn't been able to join us. And I can see even optic fiber isn't as reliable as cotton fiber, right? So what would be the homework that the industry needs to do right now? Well, now we have an office in Asia. We have a presence there. We are building bridges with our clients so that we can share cotton information with them. And at the same time, we also need to do our homework. It's not easy. And it's not no small feat. It's a huge effort. Marcelo and Edson, who's the coordinator of Abrapa's lab here, they researched the quality of American cotton and Brazilian cotton, and we found out that on average, Brazilian cotton is better than American cotton. However, we need to get better organized when it comes to that quality. And that's what Americans do. They have a green card, which brings them much higher gains than our cotton. So our cotton is better than theirs, but they sell cotton at this level, and we sell our cotton at this level. Yes, so they get more value for their product, right? When compared to our product, which is superior. Is traceability the way forward? Yes, definitely. We have the SAI system, which has been shown here. It's been around for a long time, and it works perfectly. So now with this project, we're going to wrap all this information we have about reliability, credibility at our central lab, and we're going to couple that with the responsible Brazilian cotton and our traceability system. We're going to wrap it all in Cotton Brazil so that we can gain more market share, so that we can increase cotton production in Brazil, and so that we can increase gains for Brazilian cotton. And what kind of gains are we talking about? Well, we conducted some research and came to the conclusion that if we have those price gains, then we can include R$1 billion every crop for the Brazilian cotton. And that's what we want, and that's what we're going to achieve. Of course, you want return on investment, right? And recognition of the brand. That's very important for Brazilian cotton. So you were telling me that the pioneers in going to international market would take their own fiber by themselves, and now we have a partnership with the government, right? That's crucial. Yes, Portanova, I'd like to say thank you and pay tribute on behalf of Abrapa to all the directors that came before us, President Milton, and people who were brave enough to take some samples under their arm and go to Asia and say to buyers over there, this is the cotton we grow. This is the cotton we produce, and we can make a lot more of it. So to those people, to those pioneers, our heartfelt thank you. And on behalf of Abrapa, I would also like to thank all the partners who are taking part in this project, and our Minister, Teresa Cristina, and Minister Ernesto Araújo, for believing in this project. Wonderful. Okay. So this is the beginning of a very successful project, I'm sure. We have a long way to go. Thank you, Vice President. See you next time. You're going to stay here with us now. Are we taking the photograph now or later? Okay. I'm going to invite you back so that we can take a photo. And now I'd like to invite Ambassador Sarkis, who's going to talk about foreign trade. Is that right? He's going to be joining us live. That's how live works. Can you hear me, Ambassador? Good evening. We'd like to hear from you about this launch and the importance of this project, not only for the cotton industry, but for the economy as a whole, because we know that's reflected on figures and data of Brazil as a whole. Hello, good evening. I hope you can hear me well. Yes, we can. Good evening again. First of all, I'd like to thank the organizers. I'd like to thank Abrapa, ANEA, Apex Brazil for the invitation to take part in this event for the launch of the Cotton Brazil program. It's an honor to be here with the Minister of Foreign Affairs, who just spoke to you through a video. And I think this event is the celebration of a successful story in Brazil. The achievements of Brazilian cotton in international markets. Cotton is the fourth most important crop in the country, according to Embrapa, after soybean, sugarcane, and corn. And cotton has become the main driver for regional development in the country. It has helped to develop important regions in the Northeast, the Midwest, from Bahia to Mato Grosso. Its expansion is a key element of the success of the Brazilian agribusiness. Internationally speaking, cotton's contribution to Brazil's growth in the international agribusiness is remarkable. The fourth largest global producer and the largest sustainable cotton producer in the world, 2.9 million tons of lint, the second largest exporter with 2 million tons shipped from 2019 to 2020, and Brazilian cotton is a productivity champion without irrigation. 92% of our crops only get rainfall as a source of water. In the past 10 years, the average productivity has grown by about 23%. The product has increased its quality, scale, traceability, and sustainability, all key aspects of the sustainability of this whole activity. Brazilian cotton has production volume, consistent supply, and sustainability certification. Our work for having gained market share abroad for Brazilian products emphasizes the perception of quality of the Brazilian cotton. We systematically reiterate to anyone we interact with the fact that we have the best certified cotton in the world. The excellence of Brazilian cotton must be better known so that we can actively fight any negative distortions of the image of our product, whether it be in terms of quality or in terms of environmental sustainability. A key element of our message and our work has been the fact that we are fully accredited as suppliers and providers of reliable, high-quality products. We have invested in technology and increased our productivity. We have shown and will continue to show the world the excellence of our product. That is the role played by Itamaraty in the Cotton Brazil project. Congratulations to Abrapa, ANEA, and our colleagues at Apex Brazil on this initiative for this program to promote Brazilian cotton abroad. In addition to acting through Apex Brazil, Itamaraty will be contributing to the success of this initiative through our representatives in 120 countries and all the main commercial centers around the world. It is a professional and moral obligation to contribute to that success. Our new foreign policy, conducted by President Jair Bolsonaro, brings back values, principles of the Brazilian people that are translated into an economic plan looking for freedom and prosperity. We will continue to use the capillarity of the Brazilian foreign services as promotion and development agents for our country. Itamaraty has a solid Agribusiness Promotion Department, led by my colleague Alexandre Gisleni, who is taking part in the work, and also has commercial promotion sectors in the key countries chosen by this program, and will seek to encourage business-to-business relationships between importers in the target countries and Brazilian exporters. We will be organizing trade shows and events to promote our cotton. We will provide institutional support to create trade, commerce, chambers of commerce between companies in the sector and their counterparts in the chosen countries. The Itamaraty has been monitoring all the discussions in agribusiness at the WTO, OECD, and other international fora for dialogue and negotiation. And it does so not only to ensure access to markets, but also to project sustainability attributes of our products. Last year, we created the Global Cotton Day on the 7th of October. We are making every effort to show different audiences that biodegradable, sustainable, natural lint is always a great choice. This year, Itamaraty has celebrated the day by using social media of 40 embassies and consulates to promote the material about the Global Cotton Day prepared by Abrapa in 13 different languages. We supported the launch of the Cotton Brazil Days that will happen between December 2020 and January 2021 in Asian countries that have been chosen as the priority markets. We will be working in Turkey, Pakistan, India, Thailand, Indonesia, Vietnam, China, and South Korea. Among the many different initiatives of this program, we would like to greet especially the office that was opened in Singapore to represent the Brazilian cotton, which will be a stepping stone to key markets to convey the image of sustainability, quality, and traceability of our product. The office has been working with our embassy in Singapore to hold meetings with the participation with other Brazilian embassies in the region. These are examples of a concrete partnership between the public and the private sectors, which is already bearing results. Ladies and gentlemen, you can trust our support and our contribution in all new stages and to achieve this story of success. Together, we will turn cotton into a Brazilian best image, and we will achieve the best success, which is what this project deserves. Thank you, Ambassador. Thank you for your very kind words. That support from the government is very important so that we can expand the cotton market through the Cotton Brazil initiative, which is taking the Brazilian cotton to Asia more effectively. Thank you, Ambassador. We had tried to listen to Mr. Henrique first, and we weren't able to, but now we will talk to the president of the Cotton Exporters Association, Mr. Henrique Snitkovitsky. I think I got his surname right. Are you with us, Mr. Snitkovitsky? Yes, I can hear you. Hi, good evening. I'm sorry, it took us a while, but now I can see you perfectly well and hear you. Hello, good evening. Thank you for joining us. Fantastic. Now it looks like my connection's okay. Good evening, everyone. Good morning, Marcelo Duarte. Hello, everyone else who has joined us on this very special evening at the Cotton Brazil launch. This is a unique opportunity to talk a little bit more about why this project was created and what its objectives are and what challenges lie ahead. ANEA is the association, the National Association of Cotton Exporters. Brazil is the 4th largest cotton producer and the 2nd largest exporter after the US. We export about 2 million tons of cotton in the last season, and the next season will be very promising too. We've had a great cotton crop. We have good volumes and high quality. A very important message as an association comes from the last few years. We've been traveling around representing Brazilian cotton in the main consuming markets. It's the prospect we had in terms of perception abroad concerning the Brazilian cotton. They all said that Brazilian cotton wasn't available 12 months a year. They said they could only rely on Brazilian cotton for 6 months. And our production was half of what it is today. So we were major exporters during the second half of every year. And we exported lower volumes in the first half of the following year. So that change in perception concerning the Brazilian cotton is now a very important aspect of this industry, to say that the main textile companies in the world can rely on Brazilian cotton for the 12 months of the year. Another important challenge, and we have talked to the sector to organize Brazilian exports and the whole chain through a working group, has brought important benefits that should be celebrated and should be communicated to the international market. Brazil has increased its production, and the market was asking, will it be able to ship over 200,000 tons in a single month? We have shipped over 200, over 250. We celebrated January this year with just over 300,000 shipped tons, and we reiterate that we can ship more than 300,000 tons. Just as we did in November, 333,000 tons shipped last month. A historical record, an important figure for this industry, and it is much more important to convey that information to the Brazilian cotton importing countries. So Brazil is a regular supplier, 12 months out of the year. That is an important message to the consuming market. We need to plan our mix ahead, and in order to reach its main destinations, Brazil has to have 35 to 40 days to travel. So it's very important that we have that information ahead of time. And high-quality cotton at large scale with social and environmental responsibility, and as was very well put, when everyone who goes to Brazil and gets to know a little bit more of the technology, how carefully this cotton is produced, and what Brazilian cotton, how it is transported and shipped to reach its destinations in top condition, everyone gets impressed and see Brazil as a potential exporter that can grow even more. And at ENEA, we promote Brazilian cotton export, so it's important to look not only at the destination of our exports, but also understand from importing markets how much of Brazilian market represents to the imports of each of those countries. And then we'll be able to understand that Brazil can indeed gain even more market share. Brazil is a consolidated exporter in countries that import 30 to 35% of their volume from Brazil, but there are major importers where Brazil's market share is less than 20% in terms of export. So there's room for growth, there's room for this new production model, and that is our objective as a country, to promote Brazilian cotton abroad sustainably so that we can have a regular supply from now on. So ENEA supports this project. It is working hand in hand with the industry, and we will make sure that these objectives become a reality over the next few years. Congratulations to all of you who have been working on this project so far, and we'll have challenges ahead, and Marcelo Duarte in Singapore will be an important leader in this task for Brazil. Thank you. Have a great evening. Thank you. If you can stay with us, Mr. Snekovsky, we're going to take a picture. Marcelo is also going to join us from Singapore. Mr. Pestana from Apex Brazil, who's already here with us, and the President and Vice President of Abrapa. I am just going to make myself scarce because I don't want to spoil the picture. But let's make sure we have a record of this symbolic event which aims to expand the market for Brazilian cotton all over the world. That's a great picture. Can we wave to the camera, everyone? Thank you. Thanks. And as we had said, and as we heard from Mr. Busato, this initiative will also bring many opportunities, live events, communication of the brand, providing more visibility to the sector, and Brazilian cotton export project in the buyer markets, beginning only in Asia, because we've already heard that it will be rolled out to other countries. But Asia is a great start, so we need to do our homework, right? 90% of the consumption is there, right? So who doesn't want 90% of the market? That's it. So thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you check the project out in the social media. Our website is www.cottonbrazil.com. Make sure you like and follow us and find out more. Get to know the brand, talk about the brand. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'll leave you with the project's manifesto video. Thank you very much and see you next time.
In view of so many transformations in the production and consumption processes, Cotton Brazil represents a new step for Brazilian cotton in the global market. After 20 years of constant innovation, research, and investments led by Abrapa, Brazilian Association of Cotton Growers, its members and partners, it's time to offer the textile universe a raw material that constantly seeks to evolve in quality and sustainability. The market prioritizes transparency, and Cotton Brazil fosters Brazilian cotton, emphasizing its support of the environment and its promotion of social and economic development. In our scenario, advanced technology and agricultural management tools add to the dedicated expertise of trained professionals to develop precision, sustainable growing practices. Supported by its calling for hard work and the search for continuous improvement, Brazil remains one of the main agricultural suppliers of food and raw materials in the world. We value productivity. We pride ourselves on being the 4th largest producer, 2nd largest exporter, and the largest supplier of cotton licensed by the Better Cotton Initiative, BCI, in the world. And this journey gives us confidence to evolve and go further. Our field science is aligned with the delivery of a product increasingly in tune with the demands of buyers, spinners, and apparel manufacturers in Brazil and around the world. In Brazilian cotton, one will find proof of origin, traceability, quality, technology, sustainability, and now consistent year-round supply, thanks to a constant increase in productivity. Count on Cotton Brazil. Step by step, we grow for a better future together.